If you're a photographer like myself and you have ever used the word Giclee to define your fine art prints, let me give you a little bit of a backstory on why you might want to not use that word anymore, or at least have the knowledge of where that word comes from. So if you're like me, I've been using the word because I've heard it used by other people and I thought it meant like the best, right? This is, you can't get any kind of better print than a Giclee. It's very French sounding to it. And, it gives this illusion of fine art. Well, there's a YouTube video that Carl Olson, who's been a photographer for decades, and he tells the story of the origin of this word, Giclee. And it's a lot different than you might imagine. It certainly surprised me. So he tells the story of how on March 29th, 1996, he's attending a digital imaging seminar. It's at the Atlanta Market Center. And while he's there, he meets Graham Nash and Mac Colbert. And they own this print company called Nash Editions. Now, if Graham's name sounds familiar, it might be because you recognize his band, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. It's a supergroup formed in 1996. Well, Graham Nash and Mac Colbert, they modified this Iris Graphics 3047 inkjet printer. And at the time, it cost $126,000. But Graham Nash, he successful band, so he had the money. So they want to print watercolor paper, but you could not fit that paper into the printer. It's too thick. So what they do is they shave the nozzles on this $126,000 printer so that it can accept the watercolor paper. Now, they wanted to come up a name for this. So Nash and Colbert initially wanted to call it, Digigraphs. But they had this employee, and his name was Jack Dugan. And he worked for them as a printer. And it's Jack Dugan, this employee of this company, who came up with this word, Giclee. Completely made up. It sounded more sophisticated, and it's got some roots in a French term meaning to squirt or something similar to that, right? So anyways, they wanted to appeal to the fine art market. So they, Nash and Holbert weren't really super excited about it, but they weren't really against it. So they said, you know what, let's just go ahead and go with this made up word created by our employee, Jack Dugan. And today, everyone, including myself, we use this word probably imagining it means something much more than it actually does, when in reality, it's just simply an inkjet print, like nothing more. Now, you can use archival inks and archival paper, that's different. But the word Giclee itself was a made up marketing term. And Nash Editions, that print company started by Graham Nash, it still exists. You can go to their website today. And you know what you won't see on their website? The word Giclee. Visit Carl's YouTube channel for the full story. It's quite good. Take care.